Good day, everyone, and welcome to another epic episode. Welcome to News Luchi and to another political talk. I'm your host, Zuma and I say you are welcome to join me. So, I want us to talk about the issue on the table. It is one of the biggest stories that we have. It is one of the trending stories that we have. The issue about Mary Phadi. There's something interesting. I was just thinking about to say that the issue of Mary Phadi seems like months and weeks and days it is not going away. And I was asking myself, why? Why is it? Why? Because remember that in the time past, there was a time we even assumed that Mary Phadi, there's a high possibility and a high chance that she is a hired gun. She's been bought some the fierce enemies of the MK party just to go there and to destroy this party and to cause and further the division that is in that political party. But I was thinking to myself to say that, but seems like as things are going, now I'm becoming convinced that Mary Phadi is not being bought somewhere or being given large monies to come and just cause confusion there in the MK party. I came to realize something, right? Something shocked me, by the way. I'm about to reveal a secret here. The powers that Mary Phadi has or she possesses, all that privilege and power and what she is doing, all of that comes from Jacob Zuma. Yes, you heard me quite well. Jacob Zuma is the one that is pushing Mary Phadi, is the one that is funding Mary Phadi, is the one that who plans with Mary Phadi. So Mary Phadi, after all, she is an asset to MK party. And the likes of Ongamalala understands that to say that this Mary Phadi, we need her. Because you'll understand that Mary Phadi just has Mpumalanga right there in the palm of her hand, right? And to lose a person like her, if you are a Jacob Zuma, remember that Jacob Zuma, it is said that he's the chess master. Yeah, he plays chess and he well calculates his strategies. You remember what has been said by Jacob Zuma. If you go and read the books of history, it is said that Jacob Zuma was running the intelligence of Umkhonto weSizwe, of the ANC, and Jacob Zuma knew how to be underground, and Jacob Zuma knew how to crisscross, coming from Mozambique, coming from Zimbabwe, coming from Namibia, and to enter South Africa without being detected by the Afrikaner system. So I was thinking to myself to say, what if Jacob Zuma, he is the brain behind the character Mary Phadi? Now, it means, now, listen to this. It means the MK party has now two divisions, right? So, the other side, the other faction, is pushing this other agenda of being not following under the party lines, not following whether it is the constitution or what the SG says, or just the formation, the well-organized structure of the MK party. In that, now that one is another system of the MK party, legally so, presented to the people, formidable, right, proper, well organized, right, but given to the people to say that no, the MK party, it has these party lines, well organized structures, the deputy president, the president, the SG, and other important offices of the MK party. But that is now the legal MK party, the MK party that is dear to the public, not the MK party that comes to Gandla one by one to meet with the president and to update him, to plan with him, and to execute. Remember when Mary Phadi came and said that she met with Jacob Zuma, and the mandate was just one thing that the MK party president said to her was that abahambe bayovala umzila, they must go and work there in Mpumalanga. Right, so meaning Jacob Zuma is the one now who is supporting and pushing and giving Mary Phadi all the rights that and whatsoever that she's doing, the privilege that she has, it is because of Jacob Zuma has given her that power. And you would understand, I mean, that now on how they are working with Busisiwe Mkhwebane. It is very interesting because Busisiwe Mkhwebane, she's trying her level best to put in some work, and she is working, she's on the ground. And on the other hand, Mary Phadi, she's trying, she's putting all the work, she's in the ground, she's buying some stuff for the MK party, so she's financing the MK party, supporting it financially, and doing the most. And remember that there was a time whereby Mary Phadi came and said that she doesn't normally see President Jacob Zuma or visit him, right? But I want to show you these pictures. You see these pictures that you see here. You can tell that these were different events whereby Jacob Zuma and Mary Phadi met, right? And the relationship of Jacob Zuma and Mary Phadi seems like it is deeper than many of us have anticipated, right? Because just look at the numerous times that these two have met. You can tell how close they are, and you can tell how are they working together. So how can you say that after Mary Phadi has came in to be now on the positive or on the negative of the side, and we say that no, but this one is the hired gun from maybe the MK party enemies, right? Maybe others can say that, but I disagree with that motion. The only hired person, the only person who hired Mary Phadi here is Jacob Zuma. The chess master is the one that is bringing all this confusion. Remind me of the weight of what Vusi Thembekwayo said about Jacob Zuma, of him being the strategist, and said Jacob Zuma can plan 5 steps ahead of everyone, right? Maybe we didn't get the memo. Maybe we were never invited to the plans. But now, looking at the plans, and both of these conveners, they are working.
A few moments later.
She's implementing perfectly. Then the other side, Mary Phadi, she is executing perfectly. So both of them is like they are contending for recognition. They are contending to be the best, and they are on the ground, both of them. And let me tell you something, it may not work for you as an MK Party member, but it is working for Jacob Zuma, because he understands that he will need to keep these two for balanced. One thing that you must remember, whether you like it or not, Mary Phadi has some influence in Mpumalanga, and she has a lot of following. So an injury to one is an injury to all. If you deal with her now in a manner that maybe you just fire her and she's out. Imagine this lady was expelled by the party, but she's working as if now she was just promoted to the top position of the party. Looking at the privilege, the support that she's getting from Umshuluzi, you can tell that Jacob Zuma is working with the underground MK Party and is working with the well-organized company that we know run by Abu Floyd and others. That is another MK Party. But one thing that now Jacob Zuma maybe advocate or fight for is that he knows that at the end of the day, when it comes to politics, it is about numbers, right? Because you lose that one influential person, the party is injured. But when now you get the numbers, you get the most influential people like Mary Phadi in Mpumalanga, you don't just kick them down like that and take them out like that. You need now to find a way to say that they may not be under the party lines, they may not be under the constitution or the well-organized machine called the MK Party, but they are doing the utmost, they are doing most of the job. They are bringing in the numbers, they are bringing in the membership, and they are growing your political party, right? So is Jacob Zuma's plan now working? Because Vusi Tembewayo said Jacob Zuma plans 5 steps ahead.
So Vusi, you have the opportunity to invite 3 politicians or thought leaders to dinner. Who do you invite, and what's the topic of conversation, or perhaps questions you ask for wisdom and clarity?
Jacob Zuma, definitely Jay-Z.
What would you ask Jacob Zuma?
I'm just like, how do you do it? I mean, Umamalala, for me, whatever you want to say about how he ran the country and whether or not we did well at the time, the serious Vusi has views about that. But, you know, the Vusi that muses is like, I'd love to sit with this man and just go, do you plan these things? Because say whatever you will about Malala, he is constantly 5 steps ahead of everybody. He's just constantly 5 steps ahead. He sees it, he plots it, and you can't, as a strategist, you can't but admire.
So after you've heard all of this and coming now to the new understanding, because I believe that this has shed some of the light, right? So as you've heard all of this, what is your take when it comes to this matter, right? I believe that a common member on the ground can be confused, but to Jacob Zuma as a chess master and a strategist, this is working. This is working for him. This is working. The likes of Ketelezi, they report to him, they plan with him, they work with him, and they bring in the numbers. It is most like the MK party before it was formalized, before it has structures and organized. It has that approach that they used to have prior, before the structure organizational of the MK party. And Jacob Zuma now is the one who's permitting this to coexist, both of it. So personally, I call it the underground MK party. That those ones are those ones who are stubborn, but they are working. Then there's a formidable, well-dressed, organized, respected business class, business side of MK party, and it has the constitution, right? So if you want anything organized, then you'll get the SG. So if you want anything now underground, unknown, then you'll Tolama Mafia, the likes of our Mary Phadi and others, about to do the Zoom, I'm a Mafia corner, a Hamba underground there. So Jacob Zuma, both camps he has kept. For what purpose? Maybe this is a winning tool for him. We don't know. The only thing that will determine is whether the MK party will grow, or it will be constant, or it will decrease come the next election. Please don't forget, you can leave your subscription on this channel, and you can leave a comment on this channel, on this video particularly, and we'll meet on the next video, and I'm out.